Hey, Lynette. Hopefully you can hear me. Always paranoid that the sound isn't going to work. Hey, Kimberly. And my phone keeping booping. I'm going to have to turn the sound off on that, so you don't have to listen to that the whole time. Well, unfortunately, I missed out on most of that because I did some cleaning, and then, like any old person, I got still and dozed off. And that's why I'm late getting on here tonight. But hopefully everyone has been nice, and I see that the lid is knocked off of the cube over there. Are you talking about this morning, Kimberly, or was there one while I was asleep that I'm not aware of? I know they got into it this morning. Yeah, Mabel, she kind of dove head first into that one. Hey, Fern. This morning, Mabel decided to dart into the bedroom before we could get Oscar out, and she ran in the door and jumped on the bed and basically jumped right into Oscar, and chaos ensued for a minute. Hey, Mary. Sorry, you guys, making you look at my basket full of dirty laundry out there that I need to wash. It went in the house. It went in your house, Hank. It's like I don't know where it went. Hey, Suzanne. Come here. Come here, Mary. Oh, you found it now, huh? Oh, I left the bathroom door open and I need to close it. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry for that. I just looked over and I saw Wilson laying right by the bathroom door. So, and there's Tabby. Unfortunately, Stella is still in the Sky Lounge. She has not come back out that I've seen, and she has been doing better though about staying out and hanging out down here. Baby steps. And as you can see, I have not put Wilson's tunnel back down since I vacuumed earlier. I forgot to take it down. Good job. She may have, but I was probably snoring at that point. So if she did, I did not see it. Yeah, that was last night. We both dozed off, and it's probably why I'm so tired today, because we fell asleep and then we woke up and had to get up and feed everybody pretty late last night, and kind of screwed our sleep schedule up. And here I am doing the same thing again tonight, but I did manage to wake up a little bit earlier than last night. Got to get back on track here. But the other night, she was laying in the floor, and after I came in, she just kind of sprawled out and wanted belly rubs and all that while I was in here. So I'm hoping that she's making small strides. Little by little, we'll get there. She didn't totally have a panic attack earlier when Allie came in, so she wasn't happy about Allie being all in her face, but she didn't have a complete meltdown like she has in the past. What are you doing, Wilson? Are you waiting on me, Hank? Yeah, it's been mostly uneventful around here. I've just been trying to catch up on things around the house and all of that. And there's always plenty to keep me busy around here, so. Just as a side note on what is today? Hey, Dawn. On the 24th, which is, what did I just click on? I was trying to look at the calendar. Which is 24th is a week from yesterday. Negan is doing great. I've got a picture I need to put up of him. He is doing very well, though. Much better than this guy ever did. He does not hide. He just kind of camps out wherever she is. So, but yeah, on the 24th, I've got 2 kittens that I'm going to pick up, and they'll be going to the office overnight, and then they'll be getting fixed on the 25th, and they'll come back to the office, and they'll probably live there minimum a couple of days. I mean, they're not going to be there like weeks and weeks or anything, but we are totally maxed out on fosters and all of that stuff, and we got a message from someone today that was looking for somewhere to take these guys. He had been fostering them, and I volunteered the office, so I know they'll be there minimum a couple of days until they're fixed and healed up and all of that. So we'll probably have to make Lily mad and deprive her of her room for a couple of days, but I think she'll get over that. But yeah, I'll go the afternoon of the 24th after I get off of work, and hello, cryptozoology guy. No, they're going to go to PetSmart to be put up for adoption when they heal. These were apparently 2 strays that they stumbled across, or someone stumbled across and wasn't able to take care of them, and they took care of them for several weeks, and now they need to find a home. They're between 10 and 11 weeks old right now. But I thought I was going to have to turn them away, and after some debate, we decided we would take them in. Ouch! And just let them shack up at the office for a couple of days, or if not a week or so. I mean, they're not going to be there weeks, like I said, but a few days. Which really means I need to get everybody treated for fleas. I know Stella and Clara are fine, but I've got to get the little oral medication for Lily, because she screams bloody murder if I try to put flea medicine on her now. Oh, he saw something interesting out there he has to go investigate. So it's just us and Tabby right now. Well, you're back, Hank. Wilson has not been fetching much, but then again, anytime I come in here and toss some mice, this guy's all in the way. Doesn't give Wilson much of a chance. We did let them both in the bedroom last night to see how that went, and it went mostly okay, but they're still in exploration mode when they get in there, so none of them want to be still. They're just kind of all over the place. But I'd like to give Wilson another shot at it. But Hank won't be denied when it comes to playing fetch. Thank you, sir. Speak of the devil. Wilson. 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 He's got his mind set on other things right now. Yeah, we'll probably come in here one day when Hank is in the living room or somewhere exploring and Wilson hangs back and just shut the door and see what Wilson does. I'm sure he still remembers, though. Wilson, come here. What about this? See, anytime I toss a toy anywhere, Hank gets all over it, and instead of Wilson, ready to go in, or go again, I should say. Oh, you got fuzz in your mouth, huh? Come here. I'm trying to help you out. I got it. Cat tree sheds fuzz as much as they shed hair. Hey, Mr. Krabs. She's up in the skybox in the top of the closet. She's up there. Wilson. Oh, speaking of Stella, let me move this bucket. You want to come down? Here you go. Come here, Stella. Come on down. Hey, Stella. There she is. I don't know what you mean, Dawn. Where you going, Stella? Yeah, there's never really much explanation for what Tabby does. Tabby just does Tabby. Stella. Stella. Hank's just going to lay all over the toys. I just kind of dumped all the toys out in the middle of the floor when I got done vacuuming, so that's where they all are. Hey, Connie. Yeah, sorry I'm late. I have this horrible habit of falling asleep in the evenings, and I did it again tonight, and that's why I'm late. Dawn, that's just what Tabby does. Wilson, come here. Yeah, particularly Tabby. What? What's wrong with you, Wilson? Oh, please don't run up on the keyboard and punch a bunch of buttons. Punch a bunch of buttons. It's hard to say. Yeah, Tabby's tuckered out, I guess. He's right there. Wilson is taking up camp right here. Much easier to type than say, at least right now. Still a little out of it from my nap. What was that, Hank? Wilson. Now that Hank's out in the hallway, let's see if he can get any interest. Nope. He says, no, I'm not really into that right now. Hank says, I'll catch it, though, if you throw it this way. You know, if you start chewing on that. Nope. Before I even get the words out of my mouth. I don't know why Hank does what he does, but he does that all the time. Yeah, I was going to inch over that way and try to pet Stella some, and then Wilson decided to come and lay right in front of me, so I was taking advantage of that. But I'll move over towards Stella momentarily. But yeah, anytime I'm in here, that's what Hank does. Stella. Stella says I got to use the litter box. Maybe she'll come over here when she's done. Hey, Larry. Trying to turn it this way towards Wilson without invading Stella's privacy in the litter box here. I guess Wilson's going to go invade her privacy anyway. Wilson. Now, the bank kittens are with another foster right now. Yeah, as far as I know, they are. I have not gotten an update on them in a couple of days. I did get a text asking what kind of litter they were used to using because one of them didn't want to use the litter box. So they wanted to get exactly the same type of litter that they had been using before. So I had to communicate with the lady that had them before I picked them up, and it was kind of a middleman. But excuse me, I think we got all that straightened out. And Hank is back there again. And still nothing, Connie. I may need to. Speaking of, I might need to reach back out to see how Zelda's doing too. But no, I have not heard a word about Lionel. And Tabby's back. Yeah, I miss Lionel. I'm sure he's fine though. He was a really sweet cat. I think he would have made anybody happy. That's true. Yeah, and I mean, I hope it's understood that when you foster an animal for as long as we fostered all those guys, that there is some attachment there, and maybe they can understand that. But I don't know. I don't want to be too intrusive. All I can do is email and ask. She's very sweet, Mr. Kraft. What are you doing over there, Wilson? Wilson is taking up residence behind the door over here for some reason. What are you doing? Hey, Stella. Stella. Hey. Come here. Stella. Are you going to go back to your spot now? You just come down to use the bathroom and then disappear again? Stella. Yeah, I'll come up with something and try to reach out to his owner and see how he's doing. Can't guarantee I'll get a response, but maybe it won't hurt to try. Where are you going, Stella? Into the tunnel. Where are you going? And she's going to hang out over here now. What are you hissing about? What's the matter? Yeah, Tabby's just on the other side of the door, and they're kind of upset. Tabby. Get my leg out of the frame. Thank you. I'm back over there to be mean to Wilson. Tell him to move out of your spot. I know that feeling, Kimberly. My knees crack every time I stand up now, so I mean, literally every time I stand up. Thank you. I'm not as young as I used to be. I think that was halfway playful. She ran over there and she hissed at Tabby. I don't think she's being too aggressive right now. Stella. Hey. Look. Hey. Hey. Look. Tabby just ran out into the hallway. Yeah, Monday afternoon I went out and did a lot of yard work, and I'm still not quite recovered from that. Stella. Yeah, I guess maybe you guys saw them all curled up this afternoon. I should have taken a screenshot or made a highlight of it or something, but they were all curled up pretty much right in front of where I'm, right in this general area where I'm sitting. I'm slowly creeping up on 40. Not quite there yet. I'll be 38 this year. Yeah. Are you going to drink water, or are you just going to stand there and stare off into space? He's now laying down like a normal cat. Well, I've noticed recently that my knees have always popped a little bit, but recently they've gotten a lot worse. Now it's just like this crackly, grinding noise just by standing up. That's sort of a new development for me. Good night, Mr. Krabs. Good catch, Hank. And hello, Aurora. I don't remember if I don't think I said hello to you. Not sure I saw you come in. And my apologies if you hear me scratching. Since I did yard work the other day, I've had this pretty much constant itch on my legs, and I'm about to drive Melanie crazy with it. I mean, I'm not broken out in a rash or anything like that. My legs itch. Well, that's very sweet of you, Stella. Normally you go over there and smack him until he moves. Is she a hate cat? And Vinny's barking to get out of the bedroom. You guys stand by just a second. Let me let Vinny out of the bedroom and see if he needs to go outside. Come on, Vinny. Outside. Ooh. You go outside. Come on. Keep going, Allie. Keep going, Allie. Gosh. Definitely hurt a dog. better go back to the bedroom. Stay out here by yourself. Come on. Well, they're outside for now, so she's safe. She had a face-to-face encounter with Allie earlier. Handled it pretty well. Oh, it's okay. Tabby just came back in and has unsettled her. Night, Connie. Is that a sigh of relief? She's not a very big cat. Some of her offspring are very similar. Lily is very small. Stumpy's a small cat. Clara is mostly small. She's a little bigger around than some of the others. I had to make her mad last night and put her flea medicine on. I don't know that any of them have fleas, but she started scratching last night, and I went back and looked at the calendar, and it had been a month. So I went ahead and put her flea medicine on last night, and she was not happy about that. Yeah, she might have learned that last night. But she's got that flea allergy, so the first sign of scratching, if she's due for flea medicine, she's going to get it. It's okay, Stella. Stella. Oh, I'm glad Wilson didn't end the stream. He just ran across the top of my computer. Yeah, we haven't seen any fleas, but try not to leave anything to chance, especially with her. She gets miserable when she gets fleas on her. And the way I've been itching, I'm starting to wonder if I have fleas or some kind of allergic reaction to something. I used the weed trimmer. You know, most normal people would put on pants to use the weed trimmer all around the yard, but it was so hot, I said, no, I'm just going to wear shorts. And when I was done, my legs were just caked in grass and whatever. I've been itching ever since. No, just my weekly mowing and weed trimming and yard cleanup, which was not even weekly this time because we've had so much rain. Pretty much every afternoon that I've come home the past week, it's been too wet to do anything, so I ended up having to mow the backyard twice. You know, one at the highest setting and then lower it a little and do it again. It's okay, Stella. He's not going to mess with you. He's hanging out. Wilson is hanging out in there. No, Stella's not a big fan of Tabby. Well, it's been hot and humid here too, but we've had a ton of rain. Just about every day at some point it has rained. Hank. I'm not sure, Mr. Krabs. I'm going to hop up and go eat a very late dinner momentarily, but I'll probably leave this up until later tonight when we feed everyone, like I did last time. Hey, Priscilla. Yeah, we were late getting started, Mr. Krabs. That's my fault. Well, Dawn, if you keep all the fleas off of them, they probably won't get tapeworms to begin with. That's not always the case because we treat ours, and one of ours came up with a tapeworm not all that long ago, and we had to get some medicine. But they get tapeworms from eating an infected flea. So if you can control the fleas, generally you'll avoid tapeworms most of the time. But I tell you what, folks, Allie is telling me that I need to let her in. I have not eaten dinner, so I'm going to go eat a little bit of something and let her inside. But I'm going to leave this up again like I did last time, and I will be back in at feeding time. But I'll just leave this running in the meantime. So this is not goodbye. This is just, I'll be back in a little bit later with food for everybody. I've just got to hope that my little app here is going to work and let me close the lid on the laptop again. So if for some reason this doesn't work, I will start it back up in a second, but I'm going to close the lid and hope for the best. It worked last time, so I'm hoping it's going to work again. So yeah, I'm not sure where I'm going to position the camera yet, but I'll get it pointed somewhere. And I'll be back in here around feeding time. So if you're not here, thank you for joining us, and sorry for the lateness of this. We'll do better next time. And I know I promised you guys I would start setting this camera up on a more regular basis. I will try to hold myself to that promise. We've kind of failed at all of that the past week or so. But at any rate, I'm going to turn the sound down and set the camera up, and I will be back a little later to feed everyone. So if you're not here, thank you. Have a good night, good day, and see you next time. And if you are, I'll see you in just a little bit.